is up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to another episode of About Even, the number one betting show on planet Earth. Apologies. And now you guys don't even realise we're starting late, but I want to apologise to you guys for us starting late because fucking Tobler off camera, who's our lippy dribbler this week, has been farting around all evening. Knocking bottles over, putting bets on, trying to put bets on. We gave him like 6 hours notice to put bets on, and he's still doing it. We're like literally.
We told him he could be lippy dribbler 5 hours ago.
Yeah.
And he was putting on bets before going, oh, give me time.
Give me some more time.
His fucking bets stink.
Yeah.
Know that. Ignore them. Stay away. Head for the hills.
I had to call my wife and young children to say goodnight because I didn't get home on time in time for bed.
Me and Tom are going to Adelaide tomorrow, 12:30 flight.
Yeah,
I need to get to bed. I need to get to bed, mate.
I need 8 hours at least.
Yeah, and I'm not getting it because you're a fucking greedy gut.
Yeah,
so
you're a lazy
whatever.
slob. No, we're joking. We love you, Tobler. Tobler works very fucking hard.
Shout out to Tobler.
We're just roasting him. He's the hardest worker in the room other than The Rock. Now.
And us.
We're brought to you by Neds. Shout out to Neds, big supporter of the show. In fact, the only supporter of the show. And we thank Neds implicitly for their support. If you're going to have a punt, please do it responsibly, but do it with Neds because they're great friends of the show.
Correct.
State of Origin, round 14 of the NRL. We got the random stats guy there. He's obscured by a light for me today, but I don't know what he looks like, so it's not too weird. Randos bet of the week. His hot boys. We got 10 into 10,000. We got our unit scooper. Lippy dribbler, as I mentioned before, is the one and only
Tommy Tobler.
Tommy Tobler. Eddie and Seb joining me as always. Gentlemen, how are we?
Good. Ready for Origin, baby. Ready to rip and tear. Ready to make some money. Ready to buoy the boys. Ready to get down to Adelaide, rip and tear. And just let the team know that I'm there supporting. Let them know that I'm in the stadium. Let them know that I bleed blue and that I've got designs on a huge win for the boys.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, love it. I only really get excited about Origin Tuesday, like it really, really hits. And then
Yes.
It's hitting now.
It's hitting now where you're like, it's one more sleep. And like, obviously,
Tomorrow night for
rugby
us.
league on show, but like the best bit about it is that it's probably the best punting you can do in the sense that everyone's watching the game, everyone's having a punt. It's going to be a good quality game, the opposite of a poo slinger. So it's just the funnest time to.
What
to
is
put
the
it-
opposite of a poo slinger?
Origin?
No, but like, what are you slinging if not poo?
Units.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unit slinger.
I want that.
Yeah.
Unit slinger?
I've made serious units on Origin before.
Agent provocateur
This
of
was
the
in the
variant.
glory days of try scorer, hat trick into
Man of the
first
match.
try, last
First-
try,
no, yeah.
into man of the
Man
match.
of the match. First try,
You
last
can't
try,
do that
hat trick,
anymore.
man of the match.
Yeah.
But you could know that.
And it was glorious. And it was glorious. It was also the Voldemort days, which we continue to ignore. Now, before we get into the betting for this week, accountability. And we always start accountability with our good friend, Edward Simpson, who runs the numbers, crunches the numbers. He's the bookkeeper.
Yep. I am the bookkeeper. Now, do you want me to go through things, Tom?
I think we should probably. Well, it's actually really me that goes through it, isn't it? Maybe
No,
you
but
should go
I'm
through
happy-
it.
I'm happy
I
to
think
do it.
you should go through it as the bookkeeper.
Listen,
Less of me is better.
Probably appropriate I take over punters and dribblers because Tom did get the first bet of the weekend. I'm not gonna. Oh, actually, we start with the overalls, don't we?
Well, we did that
We'll
last
change
week.
things.
I don't mind.
Do you want to go back to it?
I forgot.
Okay, in last again, Sebo.
Yes, dude. I thought it was
Really?
going to be me. I thought it was going to be me.
How? You're the only one who got a.
Yeah, but I wasn't even thinking.
but that's such a
You know.
huge fish. It's a huge fish for, look at me, I'm Tommy. I got the only bet that was really ranked from you, bro.
Oh, you think I was fishing?
Yeah, I think you were. Sebo, none from 7, minus 7.54 units.
I'm going through a bit of a lull in a few things.
That's what happens.
In life. And
What's
that's all
going on?
right.
Are you having a midlife crisis or a mid-season crisis?
I usually have like we're now in winter crisis, right? Because like I'm a fucking reptile. Like in the summer, that's when I do my best work. It's where I feel limber. It's where I play good golf. It's where beginning and end of rugby league season, I get good bets.
I'd believe it on the golf front.
Yeah. So I'm just going through my winter lull. It's not like all winter that I'm bad, but I'm adjusting. I'm adjusting. I got a new beanie the other day. I got a new little pajama kind of skivvy thing. I'm just
Pajamas?
well, like a skivvy that I
You
wear
got a
as
skivvy.
You wear a skivvy to
Can I
bed?
wig you out?
Yeah.
Can I wig you out?
Yeah.
You've had 2 shocking weeks, like 2 of the worst weeks
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it's not winter yet, technically.
Isn't it?
No.
What is it? May?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winter in a week.
It's
not winter yet.
It's not winter
Yeah,
yet.
I'm warming into it. I'm just saying it might be a tumultuous few weeks, but
Where'd you get the skivvy?
I got it from fucking Uniqlo.
Yeah.
Why did you get a skivvy?
Yeah, what's that about?
It's just keep your neck warm.
Why? Is that a Greek thing or?
It's just a nice warm thing in winter.
Don't you
that a
feel like
Greek
you're
thing?
getting choked while you sleep?
No.
Do you like getting choked while you
Is that
get?
a choke thing? You got a
It's
sexual...
just a nice little bloody
no,
skivvy.
sexually.
Answer,
Do you
answer the question.
sexually,
Do you like
mind
getting
to-
choked and pegged?
I haven't done it, but I'd probably be more interested in it than the regular person.
Great answer.
Yeah.
Sebo, last. I'm also fucking borderline getting choked and pegged. -7.29 units, none from 7. The Lippy. We talked a huge game from Jace, the fucking mace from
Legacy.
fucking the legacy bet.
Yeah.
He ended up being all talk, no walk, this motherfucker. Absolute dog shit.
I know,
None
but
from
it's
6.
sad. I'm
Hey,
sad.
Yeah.
I'm in charge. None from 6. Awful.
Aren't you sad about Jace Legacy?
I'm
No,
sad.
because he's a fucking loser.
Yeah,
like
but
all the
I
rest
know,
of
but
them.
I wanted him to be
No,
cool. I wanted to believe in Jace
Yeah,
Legacy.
but yeah, sure. Like you can want to believe in things, but belief will let you down. You know
True.
what I mean?
No, it
like
will.
until
It's
you
true.
walk, until you show the fuck up and deliver, I'm not interested in you. Yeah, you had nice bets on paper. Yeah, I liked.
That's never come better than last.
Bullshit. Yeah, I liked your eyes. Yeah, I liked the way you smelt. Yeah, I liked your hair. But you're a shit root, and it's as simple as that. None from 6, the Lippy, -1.94. Tom won the week. Is that your first?
Nah, I've won a week before, but not many. Not many.
Well done, buddy.
Just good to see some green, dude.
2
Just
from
good to
7.
see some green.
+1.89.
Yeah.
In the
Well
overall
done.
leaderboard, it did absolutely
did
fuck all
nothing.
for Tom.
No, it did
-43.
Plus 1.89 units is not going to cut it, but
It's a step
you
in the right
start
direction.
stacking units, dude.
Yep.
1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4. Before you know it, I might be on top of this game. Sebo's coming back to earth as well.
I am. I'm
He's
still
coming-
in the
he's-
green though.
No, you
so-
are, but you're on 8. Like overall, you're 8.25, right? So like you are coming back to the pack.
I'm coming back to the pack, but have I been the only one in the green?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. So
What are you saying? What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying, you know, you can. I'll listen to your opinion if you can spend at least 1 week in the green about what it's like.
If you have
coming back
another
to the
bad
green.
week, you'll be red. The way you're going.
I reckon
So
I got
yeah,
two,
just be,
two
no,
in
just
me.
be, no, just be careful. Sure, 8.25 in the positive. Well done. I'm second, -14.44. Lippy -30.63, and Tom -43.04. That's the leaderboard punter and dribbler. Dolphins defeated the Dragons 26-12. Tom the only one to hit.
Yes.
Fish -6.5 for Zarko and Bird. Nice bet.
Now,
15.40.
Can I say this?
Tavare off the pine with 2.5 minutes to play was not what I had in mind.
No,
Yeah.
but you picked
Two
him
and a
off the
half-
bench
Why
anyway.
pick him?
But
Why pick him on the bench? Like
I
at
thought
any
he
time
would come in. I didn't know it was in the
Dude,
pine.
bench players usually get 20 minutes at least, and he
Yeah,
came
but-
on toey.
But I tell you what, he
For a
came up-
5.09 anytime bet, that's dumb.
He came on toey.
$5.09 for a guy off the bench. Like
Wasn't paying $5.
no,
He's
but
paying less than that.
Eddie, no, I'm saying Fish -6.5.
Bro, he
into
can't-
Tavare.
No,
He's
but-
paying
Did you
$5.09.
Did you watch the game?
Yes.
He came on toey. You give him 20 minutes, he scores.
What
mate,
I'm saying
he nearly
is,
scored 3 times
you're
in 2
picking
minutes.
A bench player is your only anytime try scorer for a 5 in a same game.
Are you listening to
for
me?
5.09.
Are you listening to me? If he got a honest, true, fucking rudimentary 15 minutes, which is what they all get, he scored.
100%.
100%.
He
He
nearly
almost
went
scored
over
in
3
2
times.
minutes.
Yeah, 3 times almost. Like he was ready to score,
You know what's good about because obviously I got my first hardest leg was Jack Bird.
which is also an
Yeah, it's
illegal leg.
contentious because he scored off a 7th tackle.
Yeah.
You love that, dude.
So
That's the
hang on,
betting-
let me just adjust the.
No,
let me adjust.
Because the try counts and the game counts. But you know what that might signal is that the betting gods potentially just starting to turn the tide on Tommy Burns, start to see me in more of a positive light because it has been a tough few
No,
weeks.
they're not turning on you. It's
Possibly.
just the gods are just toying with you, not turning for you.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
know
that-
what? That also could be very true.
I don't think the gods are turning for. I wouldn't. If I'm a god, right, and I'm straight, I'm not turning for you.
Well,
Do you know what I mean? Not
listen.
for you.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, and that
I
is
turn for others.
yeah.
I'm not turning for you. Eels 24 defeat, Cowboys 16. Can I say something? Hindsight bet here. I don't know why I didn't gobble up Cowboys minus 14 and a half. Off the back of a humping, you're going to turn up defensively.
But also off the back of like upset City.
You're going to
Upset
turn
City.
up. You're going to turn up off the back of a humping. You're gonna
Upset City.
I mentioned the stat before as well, like a team given a 2 converted line going into it have failed to cover it. I think only 2 teams out of 12 teams have done it this year. So
Two teams out of 12 who have a 2.
who've added at least a minus 12.5 line failed to cover it.
Yeah, right.
Oh, so is in the Eels let us down?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh no, well the Eels
either
are
way.
They
Either way.
the Eels played to
the stat.
the start.
Okay, right.
So everyone had para 13 plus. We all failed.
I had Steve Von Moses, and just needed another 6.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but like
But,
it's
you know.
about para 13 plus not hitting.
Yeah.
So it's not about you.
No.
It's about all of us. Broncos 24 defeat the Warriors 26 defeat the Warriors 22.
This was a bad beat for me.
Tom had any player 3 plus. Now DWZ scored 2 and had 3
denied?
unallowed.
3 denied, and that the Broncos winger scored 2.
Can I say this? I never say this ever, but I'll say it. Bad beat.
Thank you.
The only time this season.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Because now, like, it's
But now at
sincere.
least you know that I'll be honest.
Well,
Because the other ones are
sincerity.
bullshit.
Well, no, some of them you've probably just been spiteful, and that's
my style.
that's in your nature.
No,
but
it's
I appreciate you.
had-
Seb, are you prepared to acknowledge a bad beat?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I had
Randos?
Marcelo
I'll give it to you.
Montoya, who has plenty about him. AFB, who I'm not giving up on. That's all I'll say. Roy's 1 to 12. Seb, nah. Waz for Noah Blake and Arthur's for the Lippy. Like the Lippy looking worse and worse with the power of hindsight.
Also, I just want to jump back to Parramatta. We all last minute double staked off the back of Seb, which fucked us.
We had reasonably high odds, so it's not a huge deal.
No, but it's worth mentioning. We were all like, don't double stake in buy rounds, and then we did it.
Raiders 33 defeat Rabbitohs 26. Tom's contentious bet. Can I say something? I want to say something, and I'm going to barrel the camera. Shout out to the punter and the dribbler who have the wherewithal, all right, the strength and the common sense to call bullshit when they see it. Tom's a fat, greedy, spoilt little pig who grew up on an acreage with butlers and maids, and he had fucking wet nurses, all right? Fijian wet nurses. He got the fucking milk from other women's bosoms. Yeah. He is a fucking snooty cunt. And he tried to bully his way into that bet, and he's a fucking loser, and it showed because Rapana was sent off, injured, and that's what the gods are. Gods be good.
Dude, you can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Can't argue that. Can't argue that.
What's the name of your wet nurses again?
Fifi.
It's not bullshit. You think I'm lying, I'm not.
No, that wasn't just off the dome.
Feels like you've said that before somehow.
There was too much fact in that. What I will not do is sit here and deny the inalienable truth that I was breastfed by, suckled at the bosom of Fifi Lamour.
His wife won't let him go back there.
No, look.
And I quote, she knows better than to let me back into Fiji. He's developed a taste for Fijian breast.
Listen. Shout out to Fifi, who's still getting around. Big fan. I FaceTime every once in a while on Facebook.
What, just you and the breast?
Well, no, we're still very close.
Yeah.
Fifi and her husband Marawa. We FaceTime on Facebook, so it's
nice.
Yeah,
love that.
Thank you so much.
Sebo fails as well. Bunnies, nah.
I
Cody,
basically
nah.
almost got it.
Except Rapana went
But
off.
he went late, dude.
Yeah, but he went off. AJ didn't score first, and the Lippy had Chris and Rapana as well as AJ, and Raiders 1 to 12. All fails, all miserable.
Raiders to win was obvious. That was what I do think.
Was it obvious?
Well, I know I was trying to get out of it and all that sort of stuff, but
I don't think it was obvious.
I was high on vegan gummies, but like Raiders 1 to 12. You guys had so many fucking players out, and their forward pack was objectively better than South's.
All we know
it was
is
better.
All we know is that you trying to back out of that bet. That was a pretty big breadcrumb. So much so that it's almost like its own dish. So that's the breadcrumb we left for you last week. Raiders 1 to 12. It was obvious in hindsight.
Some people who were shitting on me for the bet, like obviously people that rightfully shitting, but then other people were coming and going, "Thanks for that breadcrumb, Tommy." Oh, fuck.
Knights defeated the Seagulls 28-18. Listen, I think the refs have a lot to say about this result.
Well, at least if you had to put a gun to your head.
Garrick scores. Lippy had a weird BYO line of 19.5 to Manly, but everyone else failed. No Farnus, no Gaggais, no KO Weeks, no Pongers, no
nothing.
No Hamoles, and no Dom Young 2+.
No nothing. Game was a shit show.
10 into 10,000. Got to be honest, going like a busted ass.
Not me.
We were going fucking all guns blazing. 6 out of fucking 10, 7 out of 10. Like I could smell cash.
It's been a
Since
while.
then, it's been fucking dog shit.
I'm hitting them.
You've hit 2 from 2.
We were 2 from 2, and then it was just poo everywhere.
Look, it's in a bit of a downturn. Keep plugging away, but yeah, it's been pretty bad. We did like 3 in a row that were over 5.
Listen, if you got a bit of Warren Buffett about you, then you'd be buying into us to fucking hit this week. Buy in the trough, punters and dribblers. Buy the trough. Buy the down. Buy the low. Now, unit scooper. No one's hit. Sebo got very close.
Yet
4
again,
from 5.
That's the 3rd unit scooper that I've missed by
Tessie?
1 leg.
Tessie?
Yeah.
The first one, it was over at the start, though.
I know.
Annoying. It's annoying to watch the whole weekend hit after that.
I was like, why did I pick Tessie?
Tessie was a
Why didn't you
weird-
pick Isaka?
We were smashing.
I
Zarko.
tried to get someone who I hadn't used before.
Dude, why the
Mate,
fuck didn't you
you
pick
put a Zarko into
Isako,
you put a
dude?
Zarko into that? Thanks for coming.
Yep. That's the story of my life at the moment with unit scoopers. 3 times, 1 leg short.
Can I also say something? You, who clearly wanted to go down on the Lippy last week, more than fucking I've seen anyone want to go down on anyone. Going Cam Smith, live and speak PGOW's the fucking best bet I'll fuck.
Yeah, I thought it was dumb
It
from
was
the start.
dog shit.
For 123, that thing should be paying like $1,000.
More than that. That didn't come close.
I was just worried
You're
because
talking
he
about
got,
two
he
back-to-back
got up on
golf
Brookie
winners.
K. I was worried.
Yeah,
that he,
one golf win. You can't.
The chances of him hitting Brookie K into Cam Smith into Spieth is almost fucking
I wanted to
impossible.
be there for it in case it, because if it was going to happen, it was going to happen to a guy.
Three
Legacy.
golf winners in a row would be $1 million to 1.
Yeah.
I did want Jace Legacy to be good, though. That, I will say.
You know me, I'm a narrative guy and storyline and all that shit. And Jace Legacy comes around. I see his Brookie K bet slip. I just don't want to be the guy that if it does hit, I'm going, why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do it? Because I believed in the name.
I had great belief in Jace Legacy, and I was seeing like Jace Legacy merch. I was seeing Jace Legacy like pictures and awards and shit. I still
Maybe we even
he
get
was-
some
he was almost-
funding from Screen Australia and make a Jace
Legacy. It's like
It was almost a little bit like
identity.
that chick, the college dropout, the Thanos chick. Like she was the billionaire that never was because her
that
ideas
blonde
never came to fruition.
That chick who put on the deep voice.
She could never get it off the
So
ground.
much,
So
yeah.
Jace Legacy walks into town with a deep voice, nice eyes,
Dressed
beautiful
like
hair.
fucking the Apple guy. What's his name?
Well, almost dressed
Steve
like
Jobs.
Jason Bourne.
Brad
He
Pitt
wears-
and Troy, like
Yeah.
hot as fuck with huge bets. And at the end of the day,
His
you
legacy
figure
is
out
awful.
His legacy is complete and utter horseshit.
Yeah, it's never got out of the pilot. Shit show.
That's a
It's a shit show.
That's
Kevin
a-
Sorbo starring it of Hercules fame. That's a dated joke. So
I
you better
also
get it.
follow Kevin Sorbo on Twitter. It's one of my favorite.
That's
accounts.
Isn't he
accountability.
super, like right wing and shit.
Oh, he's super right wing. It's hilarious.
You love that. Kevin Sorbo, for all these who don't know, is
That's accountability.
Hercules. Don't cut us off while we're
That's
talking.
You don't know who
We're
Kevin
talking about
Sorbo is?
Sorbo,
I'm not
Eddie.
saying you're an idiot, but I'm saying you missed out on something in your childhood.
No, listen. If you're like 30 and over and
Yeah.
you don't know who Kevin Sorbo is, you're a fucking idiot.
Yep. You don't know who Kevin Sorbo is?
Did you watch Hercules on TV?
Oh, is that Hercules?
Yeah.
Okay, right. I'm not good with names.
It's okay if you don't, but as long as you've seen Hercules.
I've seen Hercules.
Disappointed. All right, let's move on. All right, punters and dribblers, state of origin time. Queensland, New South Wales, Adelaide Oval. The Maroons v the Navy Blues. What a fucking joke. Queensland, $2. New South Wales, $1.82. The line is 2.5. The over under 36.5. All very tight sort of stuff here. Rando, what do you got for us?
I've got a shitload of stats to deliver, but before I do, it's a little bit warm in here. So
What's going on here?
Are you a fucking
Are you a
Queenslander?
Well, I guess he goes for
Of course
Cowboys.
he is. He's a
Where are you
Goldie.
from?
not the point.
Where are you
Queensland
from?
License.
Why
Where are
we-
you from?
Where are you from?
Born here, but my family's
you
Queensland.
piece of shit.
Where were you?
My family's
were
all
you?
Queensland.
Where have you ever lived in Queensland?
Yeah, I do. I have a license to prove
No,
it.
but have you
No.
ever lived there?
Yes, I do.
When?
What?
Have you ever lived there?
What? Last
did
5
you-
years before I came here.
You lived in Queensland.
Yes.
For how long?
5 years.
So what age did you move to Queensland?
19 when I could
Okay, so
leave
you wouldn't
school.
be eligible for
You know
Queensland
how
if
hard
you're
it
a
is to get
professional
out of
rugby
a
league player.
GPS school. Come on.
What a fucking joke.
Dude, why are we surrounded by fucking turncoat
I know.
losers? Everywhere I look, fucking turncoats. I'm
Jesus.
fucking.
No,
over
I'm
it.
over it as well.
Carry on.
Anyway, as
Carry
you were,
on, mate.
We'll start with head-to-heads. It's going to be real tight here. I really can't pick a winner despite the jersey I'm wearing. In the last 6 Origins, Queensland have won 3. New South Wales have won 3. If you take it back to the last 14 Origins, Queensland have won 7. New South Wales have won 7. Then you try and look for different areas. Queensland have won 3 of the last 4 game ones. New South Wales have won 3 of the last 4 Origins played in a neutral state. Then you look to players. Tom Trbojevic has a 75% win record in Origin. Munster has a 75% win record at Adelaide Oval, so you can't look at there. Where you can look is the either team 1 to 12 market. 15 of the last 17 Origin game ones have been decided by 1 to 12 points. On the mark of points, total points, 67% of the last 18 Origin games have gone under the points handicap. 11 of the last 12 Origin game ones have gone under 36 points. So the points handicap is at 36.5. So I do like going under there. For ATSs, it all screams right wingers. For both sides, there is a combined 18 tries in the last 15 Origins, with both right wingers scoring 9 each for those 18. But there's also smoke around the left centre too, because the left centre for either the Blues or the Maroons have scored a try in each of the last 6 Origin games. So you're looking at Critter, you're looking at Hammer for those markets there. But I do like Josh Adokar as an ATS. Scored 6 tries in his last 6 games for New South Wales, but the big one, 20 tries in 13 games when Nathan Cleary is his halfback. For first try scorers, I do like Tom Trbojevic here. The New South Wales right centre has scored the first try in 20% of Origin games since 2018, with Tommy Turbo scoring first twice, the second most of any active player. But if you like a safety, first, second or third try scorer, he's done that in 4 of his last 5 try scoring matches.
Ooh,
So
I don't hate
very nice safety bet there. If you're a Queenslander and want to choose a first try scorer that matches your team, then look at Val Holmes. He scored the first try in 6 of his 13 previous Origin games, but 5 of them have been when he's at winger. And that is the wrap-up of fucking every fucking market.
Rando. You fucking went on one there,
Rando,
dog.
baby.
All
Let's
right.
make that just a podcast.
No,
clip it there.
that's all right. Look, and as I contemplate what I'm going to do, I throw it over to Edward Simpson and ask you what you're going to do.
All right, punters and dribblers, fucking listen in. I'm starting at 2011. See if you fucking pick some sort of a theme here. See if you can fucking pick a theme. 2011 unders, 2012 unders, 2013 unders, 2014 unders, 2015 unders, 2016 unders, 2017 unders, 2018 unders, 2019 unders, 2020 unders, 2021 COVID footy with that fucking 6 again bullshit that blew out games 50-6. That's an anomaly. Last year they reversed all that fucking weird 6 again trend. 16-10 New South Wales, or 16-10 Queensland rather, unders. So guess what Eddie likes? He loves unders first and foremost. But if you think that I'm going to come on my own fucking gambling show and not get around the Blues, you've lost your mind entirely. I'm gobbling up 2.5 as the line. I'm gobbling it up, yum, yum, yum. New South Wales is going to win, all right? I know it's going to be unders. We all know that. I just went through the math, very simple for you, okay? You don't need to be Einstein to get it. So New South Wales can win 36-2 and we're still there. Do you know what I mean? Or 36-0 and we're still there, rather. 34-2 would still get us there. Are you playing along? New South Wales win and win well. -2.5 goes in. Unders go in. Adokar playing on the right-hand side of the field. Outside Tommy Turbo. The thoroughbred left in the side, if you don't mind me saying. Latrell Mitchell out with injury. Now, Nathan Cleary goes all right, but has he dominated Origins like Turbo has? No, he hasn't. But at least he's got a shot this game to do so. He's playing on the right as well. So you got fucking Big Cleary, you got Turbo, and you got Adokar. Adokar and Turbo score rugby league tries. You can be fucking sure of that. 21-62. I love that bet. And I've also got Adokar first try score at 975. I like the look at Turbo. I've gone with Adokar. I've gone relatively conservative. I just think he's got a little bit of that need for speed, and that's going to see me through. Tom?
Thank you, Edward. That was quite a thrilling experience. I've got New South Wales -2.5. I just think that's easy because New South Wales is going to win. That's my gut feeling. I had a bet that was paying $108. I'm not going to lie. It was a lot. It was bold and it was beautiful. It was bold and beautiful. I changed it slightly because of Randos' stats. I had New South Wales -2, Joshy Carr and Huddy anytime, and then I had Turbo 2 or more. I changed Turbo 2 or more to Turbo first, second, or third. There's a part of me now, though, that as I say it out loud, I actually think that's a worse bet, and I'm going to change it back. So I'm going to go New South Wales -2.5. Joshy Carr anytime. Huddy anytime. Turbo 2+. It's approximately $108 and something cents.
Odds on screen.
Odds on screen, but $108 something cents. Because really, if I have him first, second, or third, I take out the entire fucking game for him to score 2. So, like, why would I take less odds for something that's fucking going to happen over 80 minutes? It's a dumber bet. Rando's stats were stupid there, and I resent him for them. So that's my bet. Sebo, what are you doing?
I will say, though, you've obviously got the Tom Trebojevic thing, what was that, 2021 maybe, but didn't last year you originally had like an $80 bet, but you swapped it out, but it hit or something?
That's why it's smart for me to go back to my original thing.
Yeah.
Don't get yourself confused.
You're a shit punter, but Origin you seem to...
I seem to be pretty good.
Yeah. Look, I'm just going New South Wales win just because... It's Origin. A field goal can happen all the time. I don't know. Rando, how many times have teams win by 1 point? Probably a bit hard to look up now, but I'm just going New South Wales win. Joshy Carr. I think Joshy Carr might score a try in each game. He's been brought back. I love a Lazarus story. You know what I mean? He's back from the dead. He's going to go over. And then, because I just love the spectacle that is Origin, as much as I want New South Wales to win, I got to take a double-ender. Because I just need to have constant action on the infield the entire time. I need unit TV on all sets of sixes. Yep. So I'm taking Hammer. I think he's playing outside for Feeder.
Yeah, left centre, yep.
That's a dangerous combo. Like, for Feeder, just a little offload to Hammer. Hammer, everyone's going, oh my God, he was in reserve grade last year. He's the most improved player. Like, I just see that happening. And so that gets you 1387.
Okay. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. Just back to Tommy 2 or more. I'm just quickly getting...
You know why I don't like it? You got Hammer in there.
Yeah,
but it's fucking pathetic.
I like the spectacle as well as liking my team.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Hammer's played like one game in his life at centre, and you don't think that Tommy Turbo is going to make him look bush league?
I am relying on, and for the bet is that if it doesn't come down to one-on-one,
he did score against Tommy Turbo in the last Origin. The only other Origin game that he played centre.
Different. When was that?
2021, mate.
Yeah, when you got fucking pumped.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Is that not a normal year?
Well, what? Yeah. So what year? What year? What year? No, what game did
when Queensland win a series? A normal year?
You lost 2021.
That's not the point.
You got New South Wales to win.
Well, if they won, no, but I'm saying Hammer scored in that game.
Yeah.
I'm saying if he scored in the game 3 when we already won the season, who gives a shit?
Oh, so it was the end of the series.
Well, 3-0, you guys.
Just quickly, I just want to update it. It's 123.04.
Just look for these breadcrumbs. Overs and Hammer anytime.
I love how hard you've gone.
123.
I love how hard you've
gone.
Well, it's so dumb.
Dude, it's not dumb. It's not dumb, dude. Adokar, obvious. Huddy 625, dude. That's a ridiculous amount of money for Huddy.
I think Huddy 625 is absurd.
And Turbo has scored 2 hat-tricks in Origin. So you know he likes to score multiple tries. You'd think they're not going to fucking design some plays around Tommy Turbo, some out to Adokar, gassing him down the wing, back inside to Turbo. Thanks for coming.
I did want to give one last chance for Eddie to potentially change his bet. He's got Josh Adokar as the first try scorer. Now, Josh Adokar has scored 5 of the last tries in Origin. New South Wales has scored the last try in Origin in 11 of the last 12 games. So he's basically scored half the tries that New South Wales has scored when they've scored that last try of the game. That's just a potential.
So he's a
But it's
last.
State of Origin FTS. Like, are we
Well,
allowed?
no, you can't. No, you've got your FTS. This is about
Well, I was
FTS.
just saying if that would convey.
No. Well, you can't
I don't
change
want to
it.
go
Well,
back
you
down
might change your first try scorer as opposed to picking out O'Carr for last try scorer. Because I've got Tommy Turbo first try scorer at $12 he does. So does Tobler.
Am I allowed to change to Turbo?
Well, you are allowed. Well, no, because you actually didn't provide a stat that.
Yeah, I
meant that
did. I
O'Connor
provide
would score
first try scorer
tries.
stats for Turbo in the analysis.
No, you did.
So we're going through our
Sometimes
FTSs.
if you listen, Tom,
Yeah,
you might
we
get
will.
some
Yeah,
little
Eddie
tips.
said it's FTS.
Because I can see Tom in my dreams.
What's the matter, Tobler?
Tobler, we haven't got Tobler's.
What's the matter?
Tobler's bet before we get to the FTSs.
Okay, what do you want?
Sorry, Tobler. What do you
Tobler,
got,
what do you
mate?
want,
Have you
you
got a
big
microphone?
soot?
You got a microphone? Would you have a microphone? Okay, so you got a mug. Tobler's holding a mug up. Wow, what's he doing? He's holding a mug at us. All right, turn your mic off, Tobler. Okay, sorry. We'll get to Tobler's.
Come on.
He doesn't have a mic.
Okay, would you? I'll read them out. Fucking Tobler, Thomas Tobler of 9 minute splits in the half marathon fame. Okay. Very,
Nearest
very
nine.
generous. New South Wales head-to-head Turbo 3+. Wonder where he got that from. Are there any original bets in this? Or do you just listen to your dad's? $50.15. Cute.
And he's also got Turbo first
Turbo
try scorer.
first.
Sebo, are you changing
his
your first
dad's.
try scorer?
No, I'm keeping my boy Joshy Carr. Redemption, Lazarus bet. I'm holding firm.
Sweet. Is that Origin? I think that's
Yeah, I
Origin.
think so. 6 hours later. Righto. Tigers, Raiders, Campbelltown Sports Stadium, Friday night. Tigers 210, Raiders $1.75, line 2.5, over under 43.5, Rando.
You've got the Tigers here. They've won the Raiders, have won 9 of their last 10 games against the Tigers. They've also won their last 8 games with Jackie Boy Whiten playing, in which they averaged 37 points in each of those across those 8 games. For try scorers, I do like the right side here. The Tigers, they're leaking plenty of tries down there. And Jordan Rapana matches real well with him. He scored 14 tries in 11 games against the Tigers, including in his last 2. So that could be a potential try scorer bet for you guys.
Beautiful. Sebo, what are you thinking?
Look, I don't know what to do here, and that's the theme for nearly all the games this weekend, but I'm going Jackie Boy. Just because he's left out of Origin, he'll probably unretire next year, but Jackie Boy scoring Origin works for me. And then Talau, I'm just going to double ender. Did he score a bunch of tries the other weekend?
Tommy
Yes,
Talau.
cows.
He did not score a try.
He didn't in that.
Among all the try scorers, he did not score.
Oh, I thought I remembered his name, but hey,
You right, Tom?
he's
I
due.
went to go put my foot on this thing and slipped off. Almost fell off my fucking chair.
Look, it's
Hope the
7:50
camera
for this.
wasn't on me.
But look, I don't love this bet. I don't love this game.
You don't like sliding onto a double ender?
That's why I pick a double ender when I don't like the game, because it means that I can at least get unit TV
At
out
least
of
you can
each
get
set.
off.
Yeah.
A lot of the games this weekend are kind of fucked.
Yeah.
It's kind of difficult to do. I, though, think that the Tigers are going to win. Tigers have been pretty good recently. Not most notably that humping of the cows. Raiders up and down, smiles and frown. And they're leaving out Jared Croker for his 300th on fucking the back home. That's high on your own supply sort of shit. That doesn't value win. You know what I mean? Like that's taking the piss out of your opposition a little bit, and I think they're going to fucking rue the day they left him out. So I like
I
Tigers.
don't think he has that much influence over it.
Well, he's the kicker already. So fucking
They've won
if they-
7 of their last 8 with him.
They with
too.
him in. In fact, they sucked before he came back into the side. So back in your box there, brah. 1 to 12 Tigers, Tupou and Talau gets you 17.05.
Fair enough. Tigers have won 2 of their last 13 games against the Raiders, and they've only won those games in Canberra. Now this game's at Campbelltown. Now I know everyone's fucking getting really pumped up about Croker, but I really don't think he makes that much of a difference, to be honest. Raiders, I think, win 1 to 12. Even without Jared Croker, who comes back for a gorgeous celebration. I'm hearing fireworks next week at JIO Stadium. Fireworks and porn. Raiders 1-12. Wrapping up. What am I doing here, Tom? I'm doing a you fucked off to the Dunnies. I'm sliding onto your pokey machine. I know you didn't get it last week, but I think it's going to hit this week. Raiders 1-12, wrapping up 563.
That will hurt if you get it.
That's a good poker machine because it's a it's double legs, clean.
And it's also off the back of the bullshit last week.
Yeah. That'll hurt. That'll hurt if you get it. That'll hurt if you get it. What's fucking 9-minute splits doing?
I think 9:55 splits. Tommy Tobler of
Smoking darts all weekend, trying to get marathon
punishing
preparation.
Putting away a fucking deck of what? Marlboro Reds on the weekend? Bad
Reds?
signs.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm off the vapes, preparing for the marathon. And his boys are DMing us. We got rats in his camp.
Yeah.
They're sending us photos of him smashing darts all weekend. We're like, you're an idiot.
He's got Nofaluma and Rapana at 468. Bad.
Listen, I don't, like, it might get off, it might come off, but
unlikely to.
You pounded 6 all weekend, buddy. We move on. Fish v. the Warriors at Go Media Stadium, which we all agree is a great name. Head-to-head, we've got the Warriors are $1.46, the Fish $2.75, the line 7.5, over under 44.5. Rando.
Dry afternoon for this one. It's a tough one to pick. The Dolphins, they've played 3 times outside of Queensland and only won once. The Warriors, they've won 8 of their last 11 games against Queensland teams at Mount Smart, aka Go Media Stadium. But the Warriors have also lost 4 of their last 5. Is this the game they come back in? Probably, so maybe just leaning slightly towards the Warriors here. For try scorers, both sides concede the most tries down their left edge and both let the right winger score the most tries, so you could look at DWZ in here. I like Asako. He's just fucking killing it at the moment. 4 tries in his last 2 games. So, yeah, that's my go-to.
Beautiful. I'm going hard at this one. I think Fish plus 7.5 is ridiculous. Why? Ridiculous. Because they're a good team. They are a better team objectively, in my opinion, than the fucking Warriors. Warriors are good. Warriors are okay, but the Warriors are still the Warriors. The Warriors lost to a fucking heavily depleted Broncos on the weekend. Couldn't get the job done at home. The Fish, with a depleted side, still beat the Dragons. Not the Dragons are much to fucking write home about, but the Fish are a much better team than people have given them credit for. And 7.5 points, rugby league points, is huge. So I'm going at this one. I'm swinging the bat responsibly, but I'm swinging.
Triple?
Fish plus 7.5, Isako anytime, triple staked.
Not bad.
I don't hate it.
Mate,
That's not bad at all.
it's fucking money for jam. Clip it. Clip it up. This thing happens. It's the easiest bet of all time. Responsibly.
Clip it up. I disagree. I think the Warriors will win. I like AFB. I know he didn't score last week. I know we're all on him, 9-13. He had a week off AFB, but I haven't forgot about him. A lot of people will jump off that horse, but I'm here for the fucking long haul. By the long haul, I mean 2 weeks. I want AFB to score. I hope he does. DWZ really impressed me last week. 2 tries, I think, for the big fella. Almost got 3. As Tommy put it out in accountability, I like the cut of his jib, punters and dribblers. I like the way he plays his rugby league football. And DWZ at home gets me toey. 6.42 for a couple of big throbbers. Thank you very much. I'd like to see the Warriors go out there and shit all over the Dolphins, even slit their throats and shit down their necks.
Josh Masood style?
Yes.
Slit the throat, shit down their necks. Shout out to Josh Masood. Hope you're doing well, bro.
Actually, I want to quote him correctly.
Slit their throats and shit down their necks.
No. What is it?
Is it slit your throat and shit down your neck?
Now I'm confused. Slit their neck, shit down their throat?
Slit your throat, shit down your neck, surely. Josh, reach out if you have a moment. Let us know what the exact phraseology was that you said to that young intern. Sebo, what are you doing?
Look, I'm on the Waz, and I was going after a bit of a rando-style bet here in the sense that it's floating around in you $2, but hopefully it's a lock. The Waz, yes, they lost last week, but they're a good team. And the Fish, yes, they're a good team, but they're just operating on heart. It's like the movie The Replacements, you know what I mean? It's just heart. And heart's good, but travelling across New Zealand, I don't think they'll get the win there. I think the Waz will bounce back. They're playing good footy. And then DWZ, that guy just used to be like an ordinary winger. Now he's got like, is that Benito del Toro with like his
Benicio, yeah.
You know,
It was
like
nothing before the mullet.
with that long hair. It's like, what do you wear? You in like Snatch? You Guy Ritchie film? Like, I don't know, something about him is good. Like, and I'm using him a lot in like unit scoopers, and they're working. So I'm trusting. It's 236. It's risky as fuck. There's not like it's going to be a big stake, but it's simple. DWZ is a rock star. Wires win. Yeah.
Okay. Tobler has got Ozarko 2+ into DWZ 11-12. I actually think that is a fantastic bet. I think it's a good bet. I think it's a really good bet for 11.22. I think that's a good bet. Now, just quickly, we do have an update from Josh Masood. Thank you for getting in touch, Josh. After tracking down the number of the employee who posted a tweet, I don't know what that tweet was, Mr. Masood called the employee and told him, if you weren't so young, I'd come up there and rip your head off and shit down your throat. So there was no throat slitting; it was ripping one's head off and then shitting
So
down
you've
their
got
throat.
A little bit less violent.
So you got
Slightly,
to,
yeah.
but you got to rip the head off and then so you got to decapitate them and then shit down their throat. Shout out to Josh
The
Masood.
article titled "Journalist Loses Defamation Case Against Media Over Slit Your Throat" misquote. So he was talking about being defamed by the.
But listen, he
Thank
wasn't.
Christ he lost the defamation case because we got that wrong like 50 times.
But I hear Masood now king of the ice cream.
I think he runs an ice cream truck. I actually feel bad for him. I don't think you should lose. Well, should you
An
lose
ice
your job
cream
for that?
truck?
Maybe. I don't think you should lose your job.
Well,
Maybe
fair,
you should.
threatening to rip someone's head
and
off.
shit down their throat.
And
Maybe.
shit
Probably.
An intern who was probably like 19.
Yeah.
Well,
like-
listen, let's not misquote. Might not have been an intern.
said
It was
maybe.
Defamation. Maybe you should. Maybe
I
you
think
should.
if it's a legitimate
Anyway,
threat,
Masood,
yeah.
reach out.
Well, don't. It's fine. You're fine. Titans, Rabbitohs, Seabus Super Stadium. Titans 290. Rabbitohs $1.42. The line 7.5 over under 47.5 points. Rando.
The Rabbitohs, they love Cavill Avenue. They love Gold Coast, much like me, having lived there for 5 years and being a Queenslander myself. They haven't lost at Gold Coast since 2009. They've won their last 10 games there, scoring 30-plus points in their last 5. For try scorers, starts with A and ends with J. He scored 11 tries in 10 games against the Gold Coast, including a try in his last 3. He's also scored in each of his last 6 games on the Gold Coast as well. So great record on the Goldie as well. So Rabbitohs and AJ.
Rabbitohs and AJ. Okay, interesting. Thank you for those stats, Rando. Tom, I don't know what he's doing. He's been extremely unprofessional. But listen, sometimes you got to call an audible and you got to fucking come in and rip and tear yourself. Punters and dribblers, listen up and listen clearly. These are the scores between South and Titans, which reeks of points. I looked at this fixture and I go, this reeks of rugby league points. Stinks of it. It's almost like fucking peg on the nose stuff. 46, 42, 50, 44, 48, 34, 56, 57. They're the last X amount of games, South versus the Titans. So if I'm thinking about fuckloads of points and I'm thinking about blokes that like scoring fuckloads of tries, it's AJ 2+ and it's Carney P 2+, 1176. Simple as that.
Yeah. Look,
Just put them in there. Put in guys that love scoring in a game, guaranteed to have fuckloads of points.
I'm with you. I'm not taking the 2+, but look, I'm taking AJ, obviously. Carney P, he's like a best friend to me. Over 47.5, absolutely. It's the 2 best like attacking teams in the league. And then just South's -7.5. It's 627. It's a lot of legs, but like
Too many legs.
In rugby league, though, AJ and Carney P are pretty much a given. A South versus Titans, pretty much a given to go overs. And then it's just 627 for a South line, really, if you think about it.
Yeah. Well, you're not guaranteed to go over 47.5 based on the stats I got.
47.5 is a lot of fucking
AJ and Carney
points.
P are guaranteed to score. So it's whether I've got 1176 for those two to score one.
Can I tell you what really is the bet of the fucking week, the bet of the round, the bet of the game? Souths to win, because I think that's really, you'd be fucking disappointed if you didn't. You guys have lost 2 on the trot now, I think. Is that right?
Yeah.
You know
Still
what I mean?
equal first bye.
Yeah, that's not the point. We're talking punting.
Without a
right?
bye.
Punting here. You still don't have a bye yet.
Nope.
Oh, right, there you go. Souths to win, right? AJ 2+ against the Titans, who leaked fuckloads of points. Under 47.5, because that's a lot of points.
But Souths are going to score 30. Titans probably going to score
Mate, what's it?
So in the
you're going to
last
let the
30
Titans
plus.
score 20, 30
In the
points?
last 8 games, it's on. If you go off the over under of 47.5, is that what it is?
Yep.
There's 4 over, 4 under. So it's a coin flip.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm prepared to take that coin flip.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be unders in this game.
What was the weather, Rando? Do we know?
Be dry and your normal Goldie night.
Okay.
Oh, and the Goldie as well.
The Goldie.
Goldie loves
There's
those.
points of the
does
Goldie.
bring points.
There's points of the Goldie. The reach of overs up there.
Yeah. Well,
No, keep going.
No, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with it mainly because it's too long-winded for me to go and change it. South, AJ 2+, unders 10.37. I still like it. I still like it, even if it's 47-0. What's Tobler doing?
Tobler, what have you done?
What's going on? Has he changed his bet? Have you changed your bet, Tops?
Well, you took a long time to put it in.
But he's also got...
And we know your obsession with your dad.
He's also got different odds, though.
Where you got
So
different
who's
odds?
lying? Who's lying? One of you's lying about your odds.
Could have been a cheat because of different times.
I'm not going to... Who's going to lie about their odds?
Well, you might. Who's got higher odds?
For what, 15 cents?
It wouldn't shock me, Edward. That's all I'm saying.
You don't know how odds work, though, do you? So me putting 15 cents on it has no impact at all. I know you fat little greedy guts, would be like, oh, fuck it, hell, this could shit me up for a season. Change it by 15 cents.
Took him a year and a half to figure out what a line was.
Yeah. But a man that knows odds knows that it does nothing at all.
The first episode of the betting show, and I was reading out like over, I was like, I don't know what I'm even talking about. Anyway, that was a long time ago. Now I'm really up to speed. Tobler's, yeah, he's copied Eddie. Eddie's copied Tobler. We don't know.
Well,
but
we were waiting
he's
on the
gone
man to put
AJ
his bets
2+,
in for 45
Carney
minutes.
P 2+. We move on. Sharks, Broncos. Now, this is at Shark Park. Park of the Shark. Sharks favourite, $1.62. Broncos, $2.30. The line, 4.5 over under 43.5. A lot of these games are hard to pick because you don't know which fucking...
I'm going to say this
sides
is the
are-
hardest round to pick.
Post-Origin
Yeah.
is so tough because you got these. You don't know who's coming back. Injuries can play a part. You also, like, sometimes they say that if you play, like, the day after a game of footy, it's way easier than if
Yeah.
you play, like, 3 days after a
Yeah.
game of footy. So you don't know if, like, let's say the Broncos get all their players back. Does that make it fucking harder or not? I don't know.
It's the price you pay for how good Origin is. You just have to suffer.
Yeah, you just suck it
As
up.
a
In your
punt.
jocks.
Yeah.
Brando, what do you got?
It's going to be a clear evening at Shark Park. Now, the Broncos, they haven't been a top 4 side in Sydney since round 24, 2018, losing their last 4 games there. In those 4 games, they have lost by at least 14 points. The Sharks' left side defence has been pretty poor. Moylan, Talakai and Mulatalo are the top 3 players who have conceded the most tries for the Sharks. The right centre has been scoring most of them against Cronulla. The Bronx have scored 32% of their tries on their right edge. I reckon it's time we wrangle the Stags here. He's scored in his last 2 games against Cronulla. As Tobler come-ons in the far corner.
Interesting. I mean, I'm not going to touch stag because I actually have 2 mounted stags above my fireplace, and I love symmetry. I've got my Hacker Major trophy in the middle of them, so I don't want to mix anything
yeah,
up.
one you
so,
rigged.
So
One you rigged.
I'm
Cool.
going to stay out of the
Fucking
stags
rigged it.
race. You guys can have a look and see if you want to add one. I'm just going Sharks 1 to 12. I don't know who's going to be out for the Broncos, but they seem to go all right without their players. But I think Sharks will win 1 to 12 though. And I've been confusing things with my Sharks bets recently, just fucking confusing them. Mulatalo always scores for me though, so I'm just going Sharks 1 to 12. Mulatalo 480. Just leave it at that. Leave it at that.
Edward.
I'm going off the assumption, punters and dribblers, that the Broncos will be under, if not undermanned, then slightly under strength in the sense that
Understaffed.
They've got a lot of men coming back from Origin, and I'm expecting at least half of them to be battered and bruised. That's what I'm assuming. I'm looking at Flegler, I'm looking at fucking Carrigan, and I'm expecting them to be beaten to within an inch of their lives.
Payne Haas?
Yeah, but Payne Haas is going to be inflicting pain.
Oh, okay, sorry.
On those fucking loser cucks.
yeah.
And I expect them to come in nutless to this game. So I like Sharks minus 4.5 at home, 198. Thank you to Neds. I'm going to gobble that up at the time of recording. Now, Mulatalo scores because he always scores.
Well, that's great insight.
No, but I mean, but you
What
paid,
is, no, this is what you
paid your bet. Had your bet. Tom can talk this fucking lippy shit. Great insight. Yeah, it is, bruh, because he scores all the time. It's like if I said AJ scores all the time, which he fucking does.
That's great.
Yeah, it is. But I'm padding my bet. So why the fuck wouldn't I say that, bruh? Nickera, who I love, who hasn't been scoring that often, but I love the way he runs the football. He's going back in, 8.58. That's the bet.
Say something about his eyes. Now, I like...
Why would I do that? I used to do that and he didn't score, so I've stopped doing it.
I'm adding in a Stags after what Rando just said. It's not the only part of my bet, but I'm adding a Stags in. Initially, I had...
Stags won't score.
Listen.
There is no way you ever angle a Stags.
I feel like I need to have a piggy bank just so I could just
Listen, there's...
You don't
put
have
a side
Stags
bet on,
about
just
you.
on a Stags. Just a side bet on a Stags.
fucking
Just on an
$100
anytime Stags. No, you go 50. Go 50. Side bets are 50.
All right.
Just a Stags anytime.
Sure.
Now, I lured him into that by ripping on him, everyone. So when Stags scores, you know that was like mental as shit. I've got Katoa Kennedy Wilton. I think Sharks win.
He just took 2-1 odds for Stags. So tell me who the idiot is. You tell me.
He makes a good point. I've got Katoa Kennedy Wilton. And then I've added a Stags. Now listen. No. Is it a good bet?
No, it's not. It's awful.
It's not a good bet.
Teague Wilton, Stags.
Listen, they all scored, dude. Katoa scores.
Teague Wilton scores every now and then.
No.
Stags scores every now and then.
Teague scores. Katoa scores and Kennedy scores.
No
Those three do score
way,
tries.
cunt.
They score tries. Stags not so much,
my
but I was buoyed by Randos stats. That's what you've got to do. Sometimes you've got to allow the stats to buoy you. And I was buoyed by those stats. Now I've got
Teague, 4-11, and last season 6-24.
There you go. He scores.
Yeah, right. Stags this season 7-13. Last season 5-23. So they're big scorers.
Listen. You said that about Jack Bird last week. I think that my goodwill with the punting gods is slightly turned, and I think yours is on the wane. You're on the way out, dude.
I don't think so.
Katoa Kennedy Wilton Stags, $30.51.
Shit bet.
It's not my best.
Yeah.
Tobler again. Like, can you get some originality, please?
Jesus
like, do your own
Christ.
thing. He's got Stags in here because he wants to be like, oh, wrangle the Stags. No, come on, champ. You don't have Stags in here. Mulatalo and Kennedy, 11-10. What do you want me to? Burma would like that bet. That's a Burma bet.
I don't actually love it. I don't love it.
Whoa, you got two. Two of those. Like,
Pretty much your bet.
Yeah, but I don't love.
Oh, you don't like the Mulatalo
I don't love
leg.
the Mulatalo leg. Hey, $1.75 too short.
Yeah, right.
Let's move on.
Hate that Mulatalo. I'd rather Teague any other week.
Nah, give me Katoa, dude. Katoa. Next up, Roosters Dogs. Roosters v the Doggies. Roosters favourites $1.30. I hate this game to bet on.
Yep. Same.
Yep.
Bulldogs are $3.50. Industry Group Stadium, wherever the fuck that is. The line 10.5. Over under 42.5. Rando.
It's a new stadium in Gosford, or the new name for the stadium in Gosford. It's going to be raining just to make it even more yuck for this game. The Roosters, though, they've won 8 of their last 9 versus the Dogs and won their last 3 games on the Central Coast. The Dogs, they've lost their last 9 games in the wet as underdogs. For try scorers, Joey Manu loves the game on the Central Coast. He's scored in each of his last 3 games, scoring a double in his last 2. And the Bulldogs are conceding the second most tries to right halves, where Manu has usually played, with Kiri usually resorting to the left. So I do like Joey Manu, who I think he's around 270.
Go. Okay. Sebo, what are you thinking there, bro?
I hate this game. This is just like, you're doing a bit of homework in high school or something, and you just rip some shit off Wikipedia and just hand it in and just hope you don't get you
Pre-turn
fail.
it in.
Yeah, just whatever. And so I don't know what to do. So my tactic is to just keep it to one leg around $4. So that's a try score around $4. And I found Matty Burton at 4.10. I'm just doing that. I just want one leg, rain. I don't know if you can look up Rando, but I have memories of him scoring in the rain. I've definitely got memories.
He's a weapon. Well, I was going to say that the right side, his channel that he's attacking in, is the Roosters' worst defensive channel. So him or Jacob Preston would be another good,
He
the
looks
best
like
dogs up.
Preston looks like a wet weather guy as well. Like those two, one of those two are going to score, and I'm just going to pitch my tent at the Matty Burton camp, 4-10.
Edward?
Listen, I hated this game. I hated this matchup. I hated the betting involved. I hated everything about the game. So I was like, I'm going to go on a guy that I love being on from a try-scoring perspective. Satili Tupanua. I was like pumped for him to be playing on an edge, doing a job, getting a fucking short ball from Doom and just crashing over. He's playing lock. Does that sort of muddy the waters for me? Yeah, it does. Am I looking for maybe a stat Rando gave before that I can't remember to get me out of it? Yeah, I am. Am I all at sea? Fucking oath I am. 345 Satili. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm locked the fuck in. I've just got to believe in the power of Tupanua. That's all I've got.
That's all you've got,
That's all I've got. I hate the bet. I hate the bet. I wasn't listening to Rando. I was playing with his bottle cap. I have no idea what he was saying. I'm fucked.
Dude, when Sebo started talking about his bet, and then I was like, fuck, dude. I was looking at mine. I was like, did he say anything that's going to help me get out of this? And there was nothing. But then, thank Christ, Sebo started talking to him, and then Rando gives me a Preston. Rando gives me a Preston leg, and I'm like, all right.
I'm stuck with Satili at lock for 345.
I've got a double ender. Now,
Are you sliding on or?
I'm sliding on at Billy Smith. Billy Smith because he's been.
We know his brother.
Well, we know his brother, but also he's been injury prone. I like him. I want him to do well, so I want him to score a try. This is like a good positive energy vibe bet. I want Billy to do well. Then I had Jakey Av, who scored a bit recently, and like it's not a bad bet to get on him, but I just felt that it was very much a bet. You know what I mean? Like fuck it, Jakey Av, he's hot. Shiny toy shit. Now, you could argue Jacob Preston's shiny toy sort of worked this season, but I get the stat from Rando. It allows me to juice it up a little bit.
What was the stat?
I can't remember, but he did say it. He did say it. No, what did he say? He said, he goes, the Roosters are leaky. There you go. Roosters leaky down whichever side, the right side defence, Jacob Preston. He goes, I'd take Jacob Preston. Thank you very much. 926.
Just checking. Got to check with you, guys.
Thank God. Thank God.
Have you got anything to back up Satili at lock?
No, I got nothing. You're on your own, buddy.
Turbo. Roosters to score exactly 16, 12.50.
Jesus.
That is such a Swiss bet.
That is the most. That is the Swissest bet.
That's the Swissest bet ever.
Top of Swiss, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
That is.
Oh, cute.
Past two games against the Dogs, Roosters have got exactly 16. So
You know what? I don't mind it, Tobler. Yeah,
You know, that's a breadcrumb. One of those is happening. One of those is happening.
There's
this
some
weekend.
breadcrumbs here.
Satili or Roosters 16 points.
Boy, I tell you what, a smart punter would do. He'd load a Satili into a Roosters exactly 16. That's
what a smart punter would do.
But the hard part is with breadcrumbs is that when we explain them like that, it's just us eating the crumb.
we
and
eat
it's
the
coming
crumb.
like
The crumb's not there anymore.
The crumb,
If we've eaten the crumb by telling you about the crumb, you might actually be fucked.
It's like you can hint at the crumb, but
you can't eat it.
you can't eat it. Yeah.
Cowboys Storm, Queensland Country Bank Stadium. Cows $2.65. The Storm $1.48. The line 6.5. The over/under is 43.5. Rando, what's happening with your pile of shit rugby league side?
Well, it doesn't come any easier with the Storm having won 13 of their last 14 games against the Cowboys. However, they have only covered the line in one of their last 7 games as favourite against them. So obviously it's minus 6.5 as you mentioned. I'd like to take it back. Cowboys plus 12.5 could be a good bet here. For try scorers, the right winger has scored a double in 2 of the last 3 games against the Storm. Kyle Felt has scored 8 tries in his last 7 games and has scored 5 tries in his last 3 games at Queensland Country Bank. So I think you got to go with Felty here.
I've triple staked him. I've triple staked Kyle coming into this game. Kyle scored 4 in the 4 out of the last 5 games against the Storm. Kyle Felt has scored. I saw his name and I felt something. deep within
the
my
pun.
soul, deep within my fucking loins, deep within my sack.
Right.
Kyle Felt this week, 250. I don't know.
Why don't you quad stake it?
I am. I'm triple
No,
stake.
quad
we talked about this.
No quads.
We talked about it. We talked
I'm
about
fucking
it.
with you.
Hey, I'm trying to be responsible here. He's trying to. He's the
No, always responsible.
always.
Always.
I am triple staking this though, Kyle. You're inside me, baby, and I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? Triple stake 250.
Oh, that's just I'd love for him not to go over. I have gone hard.
But I
again.
feel like you think he will.
I do.
reckon
No, I do. I saw Kyle Felt triple
I know.
stake. Actually, I was like, "Fuck, that's a good bet." 250. It's a good bet. It is. I can't deny that. It's a good bet. I've got the brick. I've got Hughes. I've got Elise Katoa. Elise Katoa.
Oh, this is Old Testament.
Yeah, it is. And Jack Kajewski. Now, Jack Kajewski, friend of the show. He's a
off the
friend of the
bench,
show.
you know.
Huh?
He is the friend
He's off
of
the
show.
bench, you know.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Listen, he'll
Jack's
play
a
most-
friend of the show.
He's a friend of the show.
Yeah.
So he'll go over. And then the brick Hughes Katoa, because they'll pump the cows, right? But Jack will get like a consolation try.
Yeah.
You're going to get 71.49. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yep. Look, I'm on Jackie. How do you say his name?
Gajewski.
Because, he's also...
Basically, like the spelling may throw you off.
Yeah.
You just got to know him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he played for
And
the
we do,
Rabbitohs
'cause
at one
he's
point.
Played for the Rabbitohs.
I
He
know.
played for Manly. He played for Dragons.
He replies to some of my swing
He's a big golfer.
stories,
He's a golfer.
And
He's one of
replied
the-
yesterday with a fire emoji, and I was like, okay.
Nah, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
Jack's a stud.
Yeah. So I was like, I'll take him, and then Katoa again. I don't love this game to punt on, so I'm just taking two back rowers. Apparently one of them's on the bench, but 851, I'll take it. I just hate this game.
Yeah.
Along with every other fucking game this weekend.
To
It's
punt on.
Yeah, to punt on. To punt on. Viewing
I
fine.
think we're all starting to look at that Felt triple stake bet, aren't we?
It's not bad. 250 is good.
With loving eyes, I reckon we are.
250 for Felt
Yeah.
triple staked is actually fucking delicious.
Yeah.
Lippy.
Is there anything? Hold on, Rando. Is there anything to suggest that Kyle Felt stats? What's just? Have you got any stats around Kyle Felt?
He gave them.
I
a
just
start.
gave them
He's
all. That's
basically
why
all his stats are about him.
Eddie doesn't usually get excited by Cowboy stats.
That's why I started yelling.
Control C, Control V.
Control C, Control V, dog.
Oh,
Kyle Felt triple staked. Eat my balls.
he can do it by the letter of the law.
He can do
Yeah,
it.
I'm doing
The
it.
Constitution says
I'm
he
doing it. The
can.
Constitution says it. Do it, Sebo. Come with us, dude.
All right.
No, don't you do it. No,
Now
we want to catch up.
It's
you
100%
fuckwit.
not going to come off.
No.
Okay, don't.
I don't want to do this because then it's just like there's
You
no
wanna
going to be
catch
no
up.
change in the
That's
leaderboard
Hey, you're right.
for the sake
I'm doing
of
it.
accountability and the show.
Also,
on
it
the
wasn't your
leaderboard.
idea.
Yeah, well, I know.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's what do you mean? Like, you
No, I'm just saying. Like,
I know it's not
I'm
my-
happy to share it, but just once.
yeah, that's okay. I'm more than happy. You know what? How about we side bet it as well? Here we go.
Side
Okay.
bet Eddie.
Fucking oath.
Yep, both of you.
What do you mean?
Because you both got. You think Kyle Felt's going to score so badly?
Yeah, I do.
That's
Yeah.
mine, you dickhead. Get off me fucking. Get out of me side bet.
I'll go opposite.
So it felt not to score.
Felt not to score for me. There we are.
This could be
Put it
really
in escrow.
great weekend. Escrow
I could be rolling in Kashishi.
Or it could be a
Responsibly.
season ender.
responsibly. Well, it could be a season.
Listen,
ender.
the way you're going, i.e. busted ass, I like my odds. Lippy, Hughes, Warbrick, Felt, 1307. Not a bad bet. Not a bad bet.
Yeah,
It's okay.
it's okay.
Do you know what I mean?
We love you, Tobler, but you know, like obviously, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's
buddy.
okay. Cute bet, buddy.
Cute. We move on. Last game of the round. We're here, thank Christ. Panthers v the Dragons at Penrith Stadium. That's a stadium out in Penrith. $1.16 to the Panthers and $5.40 Dragons. The line 15.5. Over under 43.5. Monsieur Corbet, the Italian stallion, random stats guy. What do you got for us?
It's going to be cleared up by then, but it still will be raining throughout the day, so the ground will probably be still a bit wet. The Dragons, regardless, still haven't won away from home this season. They've only won one of their last 13 away games. They've also lost 5 of their last 6 in Penrith. The last 2 have been by 15 or more points, but I wouldn't be touching this game until Sunday because I think Penrith, despite naming their full team basically coming back from the Blues where they have 6 or so starters, I think they might drop a few and rest a few against the 17th place Dragons. So I wouldn't touch it, get some better value for Penrith and then probably steam into 13 plus zone. For try scorers, the fullback has scored the most tries against the Dragons with 9 tries in 12 games. Dilly Edwards scored 2 tries in his last 2 games against the Dragons and has also scored in his last 2 home games as well. 5 tries in his last 4 games at home too.
Love it, Rando. I've got Dilly for a double at 850. That's a double ender of a different kind. Dilly 2 plus 850.
I, for some reason, like this is a Sunday game. I think most of their troops will be back. They might have a few rested, but the Dragons are fucking dog shit. I think Panthers win. I think they get up by 12 and then drop goal. Panthers by 13, $67. I'm seeing something. I don't know what it is.
I see him by at least 18 points.
It's almost like Edward from the future is like in that Tesseract.
Are you going for Interstellar bet?
Is this an Interstellar?
I am feeling an Interstellar bet.
Is there anything that's made you feel like Interstellar's
because I was sitting there today.
Is he knocking behind?
I was sitting there today, and I was just like, I've never gone to exact margin bets, but it was something just sort of almost came over me. I'm like, oh, exact margins. Why am I going to exact margins? And my cursor's hovering, right? It's hovering over 12 plus, and I'm like, oh, maybe, and then it slides down to 13. $67. Maybe a future Edward cursor bet, Interstellar bet. Although that's a Sebo bet, but there's something.
Well, no, the Interstellar bet is a format of
It's when you feel your future self telling you something.
Coming back.
Yeah, the cursor moved.
Yep.
You like that bet too, don't you?
Well, no, I don't like that bet.
You don't like that bet?
No,
I reckon you do.
I want to believe in the truth that I potentially have the ability to communicate with myself from the future to the past, being like, oi, do this. I would like to believe that. I've never had the Interstellar moment yet. Sebo has. You think you might have. So I want to believe in it. Do I think it'll happen? No, I think they'll beat the fuck out of them, but that's a different story, you know?
13 bets, 13 points, still a lot of rugby.
Yeah, it's not that many, though, against the Dragons.
Under strength, undermanned,
Dragons.
understaffed.
Well, we don't know.
The Panthers look pretty full strength at the moment.
I think they'll
knows?
rest a couple.
Sebo?
Definitely.
Who knows? I mean, my last 2 weeks, I feel like I am wandering around like a wilderness, like a fucking like Canada, Alaska.
Like a wildflower meadow or like a a tundra?
like Leo in the Revenant type thing, like frontier shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you're out there looking for fucking skins and shit.
Yeah, pelts,
Cold and pelts.
I'm a pelt hunter and I'm lost from my tribe. And I've been watching a lot of Alone Australia.
Is it good?
Millie watches. It's good. Like I don't watch every episode, but yeah, it's pretty good. But like they put him in Tassie, and like in this area where there's almost like nothing alive there, and it's like fuck these people.
How are
like,
you meant to eat a thing?
What, Western Tassie?
Yeah, like it was just like
West
a
half of
swamp.
Tassie's fucking...
Are they trying to fish and shit? Like,
Yeah,
what are they doing?
Some guy managed to build a canoe and a fishing rod, and he still couldn't get a fish.
Okay.
Like, it's real hard. And so I'm out there, I'm in my wilderness here, and yeah, watching Alone, some people did catch a couple fishes, like over like 60 days, like 2 fish. And I'm thinking I need to get some unit nutrients back in my body. And I'm out there, and what do you do when you're in the fucking Alaska? I'm going to be the bear and I'm going to get the salmon.
thought
I'm
you were
going to
in
get a
Tassie.
salmon. Yeah, but I'm saying I'm in the wilderness, like a lot, and I've also been watching Alone the show.
Okay, a
I've
lot
been
of caveats here. Yep, all right.
I've been inspired to get some nutrients, and that's in a salmon. It's $6 at a salmon. He's probably coming off the bench. I'm also hoping that a few Penrith players are rested. Liam Martin, those type of guys, they may be going for 20 minutes. Maybe they don't play at all.
I think you're hallucinating because you haven't had enough nutrients. And I think you think that you're in Canada or North America. You're actually in Tassie.
Yeah.
And you're
not gonna get a
the guy.
Tasmanian salmon.
Salmon.
You're the guy in the canoe with the rod who hasn't caught a fish for 60 days. That's you.
Let's see.
Yeah, we will.
Let's see, because there's Tassie salmon out there. $6
Short
for a bit of
if you're
Tassie
smart,
salmon.
short that bet.
Short that bet. Okay. What's Tobler doing?
Dragons plus $15.5, $1.90. Single staked.
Not the worst.
I don't like it.
It's not great.
Like it's
not
okay.
the worst.
It
You're
should.
right.
If Edward is communicating with Edward, then it'll come off.
Then it will come off.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. Well, that's the rugby league. Well, let's get through to the next segment of the show. Randos Hot Boys
And best bet.
and best bet.
Let's
Rando.
go. I'll start with the best bet, and it'll be an Origin best bet for this weekend. Like I said earlier in the preview, really do like either team 1 to 12. It's happened in 15 of the last 17 Origin game ones. For try scorers, I do like the Fox here on the right side. He scored 6 tries in his last 6 Origin games, scored 20 tries in his last 13 games when playing with Nathan Cleary, and the right winger has a 120% strike rate in the last 15 Origin games as well. And to finish it off, the total points got to go under here. I'm going to take it back to 40.5 because anything in the 30s kind of scares me. So chuck them in. Either team 1 to 12, Fox to score, points under 40.5, and they'll be paying $5.23.
Okay.
Now,
Not bad.
Thank you. And then I'll get straight into my hot boys straight after. Really getting sick of going down by 1 in the last few weeks, but hopefully this week is the chance that we take it over. We'll start with Jordan Rapana. He scored 14 tries in his last 11 games against the Tigers. Then we've got AJ here, as I said, scored in all 6 games at Seabus Super Stadium, scored 11 tries in 10 games against the Titans as well. Then we got Joey Manu. He scored in his last 3 games at Central Coast Stadium and also scored 5 tries in those 3 games. And then to finish it off, we've got Carl Felt, the triple stake man, putting a lot of effort into him now. 8 tries in his last 7 games, and he's also scored 5 tries in his last 3 games at home. And if you put all of them together, Felt, AJ, Manu, and Rapana, that is $20.79.
Give it to me, Felty. Give it to me now. That'd
Give
be
it to
hot.
me, Felty.
Felt's gonna miss.
No chaser.
Yeah.
Storm.
Felty, no chaser. Thank you, Rando. Quickly to our unit scoopers, then our 10 into 10,000, then we can get the fuck out of here. Sebo, what are you doing for your unit scoop up?
Box of faves. Raiders, Wires, Bunnies, Sharks, Roosters, Storm, Penrith. It's the kind of round a box of faves comes off.
I'm on it too. 13, 11. All
Exactly the
faves.
same one? All
Yeah,
faves.
they're all
Okay,
favourites.
box of faves, sorry.
Yep.
I don't hate that. I don't hate it. I'm still going for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 7, sorry.
Yeah, it's an English breakfast.
It's an English breakfast.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. This is an English breakfast. It's not a smoothie. It's not an acai bowl. It's an English breakfast. And I love an English breakfast. First English breakfast of the season as well, which is nice.
Is it an English breakfast? What's the difference between that and a big breakfast?
I think they're pretty similar, aren't they?
Pretty similar.
It's probably just an Australian way.
Would you lose out on? What would you lose out on?
I don't think the classic Aussie breakfast maybe don't have. What Aussie you've got bacon.
Would you probably don't have a hash brown in an English breakfast?
I reckon you might, dude.
You definitely got sausage. You definitely got baked beans.
Yeah.
You definitely got bacon. You've definitely got eggs.
Maybe
and
not
toast.
avo. Is there avo?
Yeah,
Mushrooms,
maybe Aussie has more
beans?
avo and then
Maybe
beans,
it'd
beans.
either be avo, mushrooms, or hash brown. I don't think would be in English.
English
Look.
wouldn't have avo, but Aussies don't usually have the baked beans.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah. You can order the beans, but they don't usually have them.
yeah, but
I
yeah,
have them at home. I have them at home.
I like an English. I like beans, but I'm not always feeling like beans. Either way, I've got an English breakfast. And
don't like beans?
No, I do like them.
I love beans.
But I don't necessarily always have them with my big brekkie. Noel Faluma, Isako, AJ Katoa, Billy Smith, the Brick, and the Ghost anytime. 186.94.
And Lippy, Turbo first try scorer, and then Turbo 3+. I believe that's in Origin.
And that would be
obviously
Tobler.
146.91. That's Tobler.
That's huge. It's huge. I don't hate it.
I don't
It's
hate
huge.
it. He's obviously channeling his dad's again.
Yeah.
And listen, you can do worse than to channel your dad.
You can. Now, 10 into 10,000, we're each picking one try scorer from each game. We roll it and we roll it and we roll it again. 10 in a row gets $10,000. I've got, is it Junior Tupou from the Sharks? From the Tigers, sorry. I've got him on Friday night, 245.
I've got Ronaldo Mulatalo, $1.75 for the Sharkies. Lippy. Oh, sorry, Rando. Who you got?
Yeah, go to the Lippy because I fucked it thinking that AKP isn't playing, but I'll get on AKP. I don't know what the odds are right now.
$1
70,
75.
something.
Yeah, I'll get on him. I thought Sammy was in there.
And I'm just taking the Storm line, -6.5. Call me crazy, but like it's against the Cows. Like 6.5 doesn't seem that much.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Tough.
I don't mind
Cowboys
it.
going to show you.
I don't mind it. The Cows suck dick.
They
Sure.
are back.
All right, punters, dribblers, that's us. Shout out for all your support. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to Neds for their support. If you are going to have a punt, please do it responsibly. The Neds group, there's an About Even group in Neds, a private group. The secret passcode is Dribbler. Get in there. We share our bets. We shoot the shit. We have a good time. Go New South Wales. Fuck Queensland. And fuck everyone who's playing Manly. Manly 13+, New South Wales 13+.
Go Queensland.
See you next week. Fuck Rando.
Go Queensland.
Bye-bye. Fuck Rando. Bye. Fuck Rando.